What's going on YouTube? Here I have a Viperade pocket organizer. It's in black camo. I think it looks better than just plain black. So I'll give you the measurements here on it. It is 3.5 inches by about 6 inches. So nice little compact case here. It has two pockets up front. You can see here I have my Milwaukee knife. It has D2 steel. This is the Hardline edition. I have Milwaukee tools at work. I work construction, so I thought this was a good beater knife. It cost me $52. I know they can go upwards of 80. I would not spend 80, but I thought I got a pretty good deal on it. This is the 2.5 inch blade. I really like the stonewash here and the red insert. Overall, great little flipper knife. I'm not too big into knives, so I'm not going to spend a ton of money. I know there's probably better deals of other brands I don't know about, but I feel like it was a good knife for me. Up next, I have a Sidewinder by Outdoor Edge. This is a little utility knife. It has a flat head here and a part of a Phillips. So great little utility knife, affordable. It was only $10. The only bad part is it only has so much of the blade compared to like this Gerber utility knife. Gives you more portion of the blade. But for cutting, lumber straps or boxes, it's a little useful tool. And if I happen to have something to use a flathead or a Phillips on, that's the bonus feature. But this kind of looks like a bottle opener, if I would have to say. I don't know if it is or isn't. Doesn't matter to me because I don't usually open bottles. So here what it looks like with no tools in it. Here I'll open the pouch. And you can see how organized everything is. I would say maybe a downfall of this is here's two different notebooks here. It's going to be a real pain to get that notebook in there if you want a notebook. That one's pretty small. This one looks even, it's skinnier. So you could see how a notebook's not, you might want to use like a sticky note, the small sticky notes if you want to use a notepad for this setup. So I put 3 different tools here. These are elastic bands. So here is the Gerber arm bar. Has a magnetic 1/4 inch bit driver, so I love that feature. And it also has a pair of scissors, and that's majority of why I like this tool. It has scissors, bit driver, and it does have a knife, so if you want to use the knife feature of this, then it would be even a better tool for you. But I wish these locked, but they don't. They have put an awl in here. I don't think I'll ever use this feature unless I'm trying to poke a hole in something. And then you can see the scissors here. That's where they open. I feel like it's pretty small, so I've only cut paper, cardboard, and small zip ties with zip ties, and it's done just fine. But I do wish it opened up just a tad bit more. And you could see this little awkward closing of it. It doesn't open in a way you can cut right away. And here's the knife. Definitely need to sharpen this before you use this, unless you want to use a dual knife. But it does lock into place, so at least they made that locking. And it also has a bottle opener and a pry bar. And you could probably also use this as a little hammer or like that. So that's another feature that's pretty, convenient. And then up next I have the Streamlight Micro Stream. I love this flashlight. For $30, you can't complain. Has a hat clip, belt clip, 1.5 hours on high and 3 hours on low. Here I have a Amazon little pen. I don't know the name on it, but it says Narwhal Co. And it just twists and it comes out. It's 3.5 inches. You know, if I need to do a signature or something, or maybe write some notes down from work, then I have that. And then in the back here, I have the Cobra or Nipex Cobra SX. Great little set of pliers. They're about 4 inches, and the only downfall of these, I would say, is you only have so much grip to actually tighten or loosen bolts or whatever you're trying to do. But it does hold on to bolts really well. I've turned screws by the head that are rounded and turn them out. And that's it for this side. Here's the elastic bands. This mesh pocket is all open. So this mesh pocket here is divided, and there's 7 pockets total on this organizer here. Here's a lighter and just a zip tie so I don't depress the gas out of it. Here's a thing of super glue by Gorilla. It's about $2 or $3 in the store, and sometimes you can find 2 packs of them. And I have the lid on barely just so I don't depress the actual glue and ruin it. And then here I have a roll of duct tape about 2 feet or so. And then in the back here I have some medical gloves, 3 small zip ties, and a pack or 5 band-aids. So usually I'll buy like the bulk medical kits and break up the bandages and put them in little kits. And it's only about $25 and you get a bunch of things. But here's the organizer with nothing in it. And here's the back. You could probably put a carabiner in there. It fits in your pocket well. You could put it in the back of your pocket. You know, one thing to keep in mind, you can't overload this organizer with a bunch of stuff, and I'll show you why. So you have to keep this in mind if you want to store a whole bunch of gear. I'll put more gear in there. But eventually you'll come to a point where you won't have room to zip this, so you have to keep that in mind. You can't overload this thing. But thanks for watching this video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys later.